Here in Cameron Peak Pass, Colorado Rockies. Days like today just remind me why I like Colorado, I guess. Where they had all the fires, you can see lots of little twigs on the mountainside up here. Pretty rough. Look at his handle. Love it. Simplicity, huh?
Check out the doorknob on the other door.
Yeah. What do you think this 1970 means? Huh?
What?
What do you think this 1970 means right here?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
See how simple that is, though? I like it. Little piece of wire. Yeah, the old, I just stepped on a nail. The old sunroom's seen better days, I think. These little guys. Yeah. It's a bummer, the old windows falling apart. I love that paint, just the patina. This red paint. It's awesome. Said to check the handle out on that door, I guess. I like the door itself, it's pretty sweet. It's awesome. Repurposing that in a house or something. Look at all these windows. Just hanging open. Still got the glass though. That's what's crazy. Imagine the wind blowing the sun around. And the glass is still there. It's about to fall out though. Air time. This backyard these guys have here. It's awesome. Sun the river. I think so. They planted them. Probably smart enough to. Oh, the berries, huh? Don't they look like little clusters?
Yeah.
Interesting.
They haven't developed yet.
Oh, the berries, huh? They might have planted them, yeah.
They might have.
I'm sure they used them for immune system and everything in the winters. Smart enough, they got some raspberry.
Yeah. They're not ripe yet, I guess.
This thing, what the heck? Cage. Got some animals or something like bunnies.
I was wondering about that.
Bunny cages. Pretty cool place though. Nature's taking over though. The aspen tree growing up from the floorboards. Yeah, dude, look at this door. It's a beauty. Not get much more rustic than that. Look at the width of these boards they used. Love that old paint. It's like where it was whitewashed, then it got all like grungy. It's awesome. Yep, pretty cool. Look at the lock on this. Nice. Cozy little cabin, isn't it? They did have electricity at one point. That's funny, I remember watching a video of the Victorian era when they first started, or just after, when they just started coming up with the technology of electric lighting in homes. And what they would do is they had like the Christmas tree, they'd call it, I think it was. And it'd be like one of these little guys, outlet, with a little adapter on there where you could plug multiple other appliances into it. And so they'd have that right over the dinner table covered with all these different appliances. And they talk about how dangerous that was, because oftentimes the wires were exposed before they had to figure out how to insulate them, with rubber and other materials. But yeah, just how dangerous that was. And at any moment, a child could grab onto one of those live wires, get electrocuted, or start fires. Like those single outlet, with the cable going to it, was not designed to withstand that kind of electric load. So, but that's what people had to do. It's funny, I just spotted this, there's this little, between all these crazy chairs, what's left of them, I just spotted that little pattern. I thought it was kind of cool. And it's probably either more recent, or it was because it was plastic that it survived so long. Because yeah, from the looks of it, this place was, maybe that's what that 1970 meant out there on the wall. I think it was probably inherited. This original cabin looks like it's almost turn of the century, but the sign out there says 1970, and I could see where some of this updating and some of these newer additions might have been added on a little bit later. They got like round head nails, and so probably somebody inherited it, right? And yeah, I made a nice little vacation home out of it for a while, but then it just got lost in time, I guess. It started to disintegrate, and as you can see from the indoor houseplants made themselves at home, nature has begun to take this little plot of land back. I wanted to try something though. You see this curtain there? Is that cool? Love this. Still got the original curtain on there. I'm going to try out this bed. Show you guys all. See if this spring bed still works. Oh yeah. It's not bad. Not too shabby. It's kind of good on my back, actually. Could use a little padding, like a little stuffing, or maybe a mattress. I don't know. It's pretty neat, though. Really, I love the size of that bed. It's just sufficient, right? It's just what you need. I don't know. It might be a little tight for two people, but for one person, it's plenty, right? It's interesting how low the ceiling is really in here. It's like, right, I'm not that tall, right? Just under 6 foot. Yeah. There's not even enough room for my hand to go between the top of my head and the ceiling in here. But yeah, I just love these old places. They just bring you back to a simpler time. They just make you think about, kind of reevaluate, what are we doing with ourselves, right, in this modern society? We really have gone insane, haven't we? This hurry-scurry lifestyle, chasing after the next best thing, the latest, greatest tech, nicest car, bigger house. Yeah, just the simplicity of this kind of lifestyle I have a real affinity for. I could really embrace it. That's what I'm saying. If given the chance. Yeah, I gotta find some property of my own someday. What a beautiful place, though. I love this old, it's almost like a robin's egg blue. It was a popular color back in the day. Isn't that beautiful? Just how that glows. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Robin's egg blue. That was the original color of the trim before they painted it this red, salmon red color. Yeah, that's beautiful though. Look at that. I don't know if that still works. Nope. I'll probably break that window before I get that thing to open, which I don't want to do. I just try to tread lightly in these places. I don't want to do more damage than has already been done. This floor still looks pretty nice, doesn't it? Wood floor. Yeah, still got some curtains. Now that sign on the front of the house said like 1970, I think is what it read. So there were probably occupants in here, you know, as early as the 70s. But yeah, I just love these places, you know. Look at this mattress, this couch. Not much left over. But yeah, it just takes you back to a different time and place, doesn't it? Yeah, just the simplicity of life back then, and how you just use the resources that you had available to you in your immediate environment. Like again, this door is just the perfect example. I love this lock. Yeah, simplicity. I don't even know if it's shut anymore. Maybe it will. Let's see if it still works. Oh no. You can see the floors. Getting stuck on it. Alright, there we go. There we go. See, it's a little, yeah, it's a little out of square. Yeah, you see the original design. This little slot goes through this area there. Or this piece of wood goes through this slot, rather. It's pretty neat. Get out of here now. Okay. Cute little, quaint little cabin though, isn't it? Love the colors. The dark red. Window frames. And this like whitewashed door that's picked up all that grime over the years. I mean, that door is awesome. I love this door. It's so primitive. That old handle. Pretty neat. And it's got this little accent. It's pretty blue. Because I still like to make things look nice, right? What they do, they just set the window in there in the frame, and they take like this chinking, you know, and that would hold the window in, keep the water out, the moisture out. It's pretty neat. So they just, yeah, on the spot, manufacture their own window frames. Probably have the glass, of course, brought in. These might have been manufactured somewhere else, but same concept. Maybe not though. It's pretty basic, really. Yeah, that's what blows my mind is these are like wide open here with all the wind that they must get up here. Glass still there. This thing's slamming around. You see this one finally let go. This piece of glass. Yeah, really beautiful, like, vacation home. Little sunroom out here. The sound of the river below. Back then, that's probably all you would hear. You wouldn't hear all this traffic like I'm getting today. Look at this beast. It's a big one. Ooh, must have been used to tie down something big. Stepping on nails. Gotta be careful. There's an old can. It looks like they just used to like patch a hole. Maybe keep the wind and the critters out. They do that sometimes. That's pretty neat. An old tin can. There's the locks. Yeah, it's a neat place. Try to walk softly here because I don't want to do any extra damage that's already hasn't been done. Round nails though, so not super old. Round head nails. But the original cabin is what I'm thinking was probably turn of the century. Probably just inherited. It's used as a vacation home. So I can lock this window so it stays intact without breaking it. I can see why it's kind of hard to shut. There we go. Sweet. I did my duty. Did my part. Yeah, I love these old places though. This is the tour. Isn't that neat? That little triangular shaped port. Peaceful place. What a view these guys had, right? It's amazing, majestic mountains soaring above us. That sound of life, that water, river below. Beautiful place. I mean, this is pretty much a perfect location. Other than the elevation. The elevation up here is a little high. Drove all the way up the Poudre Canyon here. And yeah, it's probably about close to 10,000 feet right on the divide here. Yeah, cold winters. Definitely bitter cold winters. But you know what? Sometimes it's worth it, right? Rough it. That little extra freedom that it affords you to be that much further away from the rest of the civilized world. Yeah, you gotta. Freedom ain't easy. It takes effort to be free. Freedom isn't free. Yeah, once you finally get a taste for it, it's hard to go back. That concrete jungle, you know? Beautiful place. Love this place. Glad we found this place. I'll show you this outhouse real quick, and I'm gonna huff it back because they're probably waiting for me. It's a pretty neat little outhouse. Almost got a whiff like somebody's still trying to use this thing, but I don't know. I could be wrong. I wouldn't doubt if somebody has tried recently, but I'm not gonna be that curious. I love this. I've never seen that before. Check this out. Again, the ingenuity, right? Look at this little latch. See how it's got just the perfect size groove for the lid here, and it's got this little hinge in the back there, if you can see that hinge. Watch this. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that awesome? Yeah, they got multiple hinges on the top of the toilet seat. That is so cool. I love that. Yes, you can keep the watch. It probably shuts itself. Watch. Yep. I love it. I love that kind of stuff. It's the ingenuity of people back then. Look at this. They have like a little vent. I haven't seen that either in these older ones. Little vent areas. Huh. It's all filled in now, as you can see, but that's pretty interesting. I like that. Pretty cool stuff. Which reminds me of the ingenuity of, people in other countries that don't have access to so much material goods like we do in the West, and with our capitalist system and all these Chinese imports. So they have to get very crafty, with their skills that they do have and what materials they have readily available. And you see these people create these awesome contraptions just based upon what they've seen, whether it's probably, these days probably a YouTube video or something like that. Yeah, they'll just make their own wooden scooters. Every piece of that thing's made out of wood, to the wheels, to the handlebars. It's so cool. All those old crafts and trades that we've completely forgotten just because we don't have to use them anymore, right? Yeah, look at the view these guys had. These awesome mountains at the very top of the divide up here. There's the cabin. These just majestic peaks. Beautiful. Definitely the kind of peace you can't find anywhere else in the world. High up here in the Rockies.
Sweet. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Smell of strawberries.
Yep.
That beauty. These beauties.
You should have seen the big. Oh, I showed you.
Rocky Mountain strawberries. Wow. It's the most strawberry flavor I've ever tasted in my life. Way better than that fake stuff. Miracle candy.